Well, I've always had a toy car. That's what my wife refers it to. A car to use on special occasions, when it's sunny, when the weather's nice. It could be a midlife crisis, I'm not sure. But to me, it's almost like the exact opposite of modern cars, modern driving. And that's what I enjoy most about it. It's the having to do everything myself. Nothing is done on a TVR. There's no power-assisted steering. There's no automatic, no ABS brakes. It's all very, very sort of manual input. And that's what I enjoy. So if that's what being a midlife crisis is about, harking back to the older days, then yes, that's me. I admit it.
All my life I've always enjoyed cars, and I've always liked TVRs because they're not like any other car really. They're quite unique, not many were made, and they sound nice and they're quite exciting. It's a hobby, it's an interesting hobby. We usually go out in the countryside, the Peak District or somewhere like that. It's pleasant with the roof off and driving in the countryside. Yeah, the club itself built up of two areas really. You've got the cars and you've got the people. I enjoy both, but particularly I enjoy the people that are in the TVR Car Club. They are very accommodating. It's an enthusiast club rather than a strict owners club, and I just find them a nice bunch of people.
And are you in the TVR Car Club?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
And do you own a TVR?
I don't know. It's I've never owned a TVR, but yeah, I'm in the TVR Car Club. Yeah.
We've come along today to meet Ian from North Staffs. We're the North Wales region of the club. I'm the regional organiser for that region, and yeah, we get out once a month, and if the weather's kind, get out as much as possible really. Many trips abroad, yeah, mainly with the club, with the TVR club itself, organising trips to Europe, big trip down to Biarritz. I've also been over to Le Mans, Classic Le Mans, 2 or 3 times now, and Classic Spa as well. So yeah, the car's done, yeah, fair old few miles.
It's a TVR Car Club. They have it's like the beginning of all the meetings and events throughout the year. They have a season opener and a season closing, which is at another perhaps historic hall or something like that, probably September, October time.
So you'd say there's probably going to be a lot of cars there?
Yes, there'll be hundreds of cars there. Yeah, they'll come from all over the country. There'll be loads of TVRs.
Are you hoping for the weather to be good?
Yep, because if it's chucking down the rain, we're not going.
So I'm Karen Thompson, I'm part of the events team for the TVR Car Club, and welcome to Elveston Castle, historic venue. We were given the opportunity last October to come and do a site visit, and we are officially the first car club to ever set foot on the historic grounds here at Elveston.
I've only had the TVR for 18 months, and this is actually the first big national event that I've come to, so it's great to see so many different ones, from the older cars right up to the newer ones. Well, so even the new ones now are 18 years old or something. So it's really great to see them all.
And then around the castle you've got all the different T350s, the Tuscans, Chimeras, S's, Wedges, all sorts just dotted around. So it's a very beautiful location, and hopefully it'll just stay dry for a bit longer and we can enjoy the really nice setting.
Being a member of a club is very worthwhile, and I'd recommend it to everybody. It is not only the camaraderie that comes from owning these unique cars, but it is also the friendship you can get. In our own local club, we tend to go out, if not every weekend, then most weekends, even if it's just a quick run out for a breakfast and then back home before the rest of the family wake up. And yes, you build friendships. You also help each other out as well. There's always people in the club who've got mechanical ability better than yours, who can give you advice, give you support where needed. So being in a club really is an advantage to anybody who's got an old car, not necessarily a TVR, but any old car.
So I'm Steve Edwards, and you are
Sophie.
Sophie Edwards. She's just gone 10. This is my little girl. She's my chief road tester, and this Cerbera was built for her about 18 months ago. It's based on an old mobility scooter, and yeah, there's about 600 hours in total to build this, but everything's been made from fiberglass. Everything's been made to scale. It's a 40% scale as well, so it's 2/5 the size of the original, and I believe to within a couple of millimetres it is pretty accurate. I'm thinking now, what do I do next? It's going to have to be another TVR of some kind, but bigger again, because she's struggling to fit her legs in now. It tends to just be the big events. The outdoor ones are better as well, because she has a chance to be able to drive them around. We have been to the NEC each November at the Classic Car Show. We've been 3 years in a row now. This was there last November just gone, and the November before, but it wasn't quite finished then. And then prior to that, you were there with the Chimera, weren't you? The little purple one, yeah. So we have been invited to a few big events, but through the summer, if the weather's nice, we'll bring it along. She can drive around. But we have a difficult choice to make, because I've got a Chimera, and obviously we can only bring one. It's either this or mine, and at the moment it tends to be this. But when she outgrows it, I might get a chance to use my big one again then. And this is Halcyon Atlantis, which is a proper TVR colour. I don't think they've used this on other cars. I believe it is just a TVR colour. But yeah, the sky's the limit with colour. You can have anything you want, can't you? So if the young lady wants silver, then I guess the next one's going to be silver. Maybe a Cigaris or something like that, or a Tuscan.
Yeah, it's good to meet up with people, see people you've seen before, and sort of after a long winter, that's, you know, never the best. It's good to get all out, get together again, have a nice chat. And then the location here at Elverston's fantastic. It's little pockets of different cars everywhere. Yeah, it makes for a hell of a good place, I think.
We've got a good turnout. Everybody's who booked has turned up, and apparently the public car park where people were just turning up on the days full. So yeah, I think it's a good event. People seem to be enjoying themselves, particularly as it's the first one of the year as well.
Well organised, considering the weather. They've had the problems, but they've actually done well getting the cars in, considering, you know, there's certain areas that can't be used, and it's a good turnout.
My aim is every year try and do as much as I possibly can on it, because it's the year goes so fast. You need to make the most of it while you can.
We also arrange an event called Peaks to the Beach. That's a 2-day event. The first day around the Peak District, and the second day to North Wales.
Our route took us on some of the best roads in the Peak District, by way of Ladybar Reservoir and Wints Pass. Finishing at Gorsworth Hall in Cheshire. We arranged some of the TVRs in a 60 formation to celebrate the 60th anniversary of the TVRCC in 2025. The second day's run started from the Old Piggery Calf at Combermere in Cheshire, then through Llangollen and the beautiful Welsh hills, ending in Rill Arena, forming concentric circles of TVRs. The weather was kind to us and we had a brilliant weekend. Bring on 2025.